What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So we are starting house flip number 2. This is in Lexington at a condo complex. And we're going to start in the basement here, so you can see what exactly we're dealing with here. So this is almost going to be like an episode of Hoarders on TLC. Should be fun. Look at this. So I think it was like a father and a daughter, you know, old man and his 30-year-old daughter living here, and then he died. She came or she supposedly went through all this stuff and took everything that she wanted. And we're left to deal with the rest. I mean, there's like little aisles that you can walk, but I mean, this place is freaking full. So, yeah, and apparently they didn't pay the gas bill because the gas meter is locked and blocked. So there's no heat in here, and it's like 30 degrees outside right now, so it's pretty cold in here. So yeah, that's the basement. Big mess. Big mess. Coming up, here's the kitchen. I have gone through some of the stuff. I've found a bunch of like solid brass items and a couple pieces of copper. So I rescued those. So this is the kitchen. This is all gonna go. Nice brick wall there. Living room. Yes. We've got a little closet here. This is the laundry. And this nice closet here. Pretty nasty. This is the first floor bathroom. We're gonna actually make this shower bigger. We're gonna make this vanity smaller. And we're gonna get rid of the, maybe we'll leave that as a feature, the litter box, you know? Who knows? And this could be a bedroom or possibly a study. You know, there's these nice bookcases, which I think we're gonna try to save. We're gonna try to keep these. Nice crown around it already. Just give it we'll bring in the sprayer and spray these professionally so they look nice. Clean them up with a little white paint. Ooh, ooh. This needs to be tested. That says silver something. So we're gonna put that in the pile of stuff to check. But yeah, in here I found a bunch of brass and copper, like trinkets. They were solid brass. They will be processed into metal bars at a later date. Yeah, nice back door. This place is a condo complex, and there's this nice big pond that's in the middle. It's like one giant circle, and there's all these condos all the way around. So there's like 3 condos to a section. Like there's basically this house and 2 more all connected with 3 garages in the middle. And then there's a little bit of space, and then there's another lot with, you know, another set of condos. Nice, nice green carpet. So they didn't have dogs here like the last place, I don't think, but they had cats. Just the cat pee smell is quite strong. Quite pungent aroma in here. This is the master bedroom. Master closet, nice walk-in closet. Which we're actually going to try to make this a little bit bigger. Because this is the master bath. And there's a shower and a tub. So we're thinking about just deleting and just walling this off. Delete the shower, put in a really nice tub and shower. And then that will become extra big walk-in closet. Because that's always the selling feature, you know, to the ladies. They like it. And then you come up here. I think this is where the daughter was living, I think, and she is 30 years old, I think. Another kind of animal. God dang it. So I don't smell cigarettes. But the smell of BO and cat piss is quite strong. The force is strong up here. Very strong. Yeah, there's a bra, granny panties, all kinds of good stuff. Yeah. So this will just remain, you know, a bedroom. Again, with the popcorn ceilings, we're gonna just have those kind of skimmed over. We'll try to scrape them down the best we can. I would open that, but I did it once and that was a horrible, horrible mistake. Could be a body in there, I don't know. Maybe dead cats, not sure. Oh my God. Yeah. This is a half bath up here. Toilet and sink. And this is what it will remain. Yeah, so we are, we're trying to get the heat on first off. We're trying to get the Eversource to come out and turn the heat on. And there's a dumpster coming, but this place is super strict with rules. And they're a little bit of a ball buster, so yeah, it's gonna be tough, but we got a dumpster coming, and really there's nothing else to do today. So if we want work, he suggested that we start by bringing everything from the second floor down to the first floor and everything from the basement up to the first floor. So all of the trash is on the first floor, and then tomorrow when the dumpster comes, we will just evacuate it out the door. I mean, there's like crazy. Look at this. This trash can is like literally full of pills. There's a lot of books. There's a ton of books. There's a lot of like possibly some good stuff here that should be donated, honestly, but you know, that's not really, like, my boss isn't gonna want to do that. It's not really his job to do that. Like, he needs to turn a profit on this place. I understand, you know, like, we're just gonna, it sucks we even have to deal with this. This should have been all gone, but it is what it is. Welcome to the world of flipping houses, Hoarders edition. Should be a good one. So we started bringing stuff up from the basement, staging it here on the first floor. Like, this is crazy, man. I don't understand how people live like this. You know, when you have this much stuff, you cannot properly clean the house. This is just too much. So we're just waiting on the dumpster. Should be here any minute. And we're gonna start evacuating all of this into the dumpster. Alrighty, well, Junk King came with 4 15-yard dumpsters. And we are clear. We can actually move. This is quite nice. So what's up next is appliances. We're gonna get all of these out of our way now. We have a demo trailer. It's empty. It's the perfect time to get rid of all of this, bring it to the scrap yard, dump it off, and we'll get a few bucks for it anyway, and at least we can put that money towards, you know, the trash loads that we're gonna have to pay for. So yeah, still no heat. Thank the boss for that one. Thank you, boss. And it's time to start the demo. We've already just started a little bit. Got some carpet out. I went for the goods first. Got the copper shower pan out. All of the copper that is getting replaced. Shower valves all out. And now we just need to Hulk smash. Alright, so this tub is cast iron, extremely heavy. It's big, kind of fits the spot nice. I suggested to the boss that we call out maybe a tub guy that can come out here and reglaze this with a nice white color and reuse it. It's a nice tub. I don't see why not. And we'll just put new tile in the front there. Maybe a nice stone as a ledge. Close this off. Yeah. Alright, let's talk tiles, shall we? So there's many different ways to do tiles nowadays. They have the newest product that is called Go Board. It is a foam board, and I don't like the stuff. I think there's too much give, and I think it's trash. That's my opinion, but whatever. There's also Hardy backer board, which is my personal favorite for tiling. I like that stuff. There's also Durock. It's okay at best. I wouldn't recommend it. I think it's kind of shitty. And then also, what they did here was something I've never seen. They put, wire mesh and nailed it to the studs. And then they forced cement through the wire mesh and kind of troweled the wall out flat. And then they did their tiles. And I tell you what, it was a freaking nightmare to get down. It was strong. None of the tiles in here were cracked. Everything was solid as a rock. The floor, they rolled out a paper first, and then they did the wire mesh, and then they did the tiles. And actually I can show you in this bathroom, because this is where I'm at now. Yeah, there's the paper, wire mesh nailed to the floor, and then they kind of cemented over it, and then tiles. But you know what? This place didn't have a single cracked tile anywhere. I mean, this lasted really nice. So, I mean, if I had to pick, I don't think people are gonna be doing this anymore. That's a lot of work. But out of all of them, I think the Hardy backer board is the best product to use for tile. Alright, so this little pipe that was in the wall, cut. This was the vent for the shower. This wall's being moved over. That's going to be moved over. That's all M copper. That's going to come out. All of that copper needs to be changed. And I'm your man. I'm going to cut this open, figure out where the wall's going to go, frame it, and then start working on getting all these pipes relocated. And here it is. So the T, this Y was like way up here. So I moved the Y back, brought it over here, then took the branch off and had to come back over for the vent. And then this comes over, picks up the shower. And that's that. Alright, so we gotta move this pipe over there, those pipes over here. We gotta climb in here and run some pipes. Ugh, this is gonna be a nightmare. There's the old drain, there's the vent. I don't have enough length to just wrap the drain around and into here. It needs to be within 42 inches of the vent, so we'll have to run the drain over here and then bring off another vent and come across, back over, and tie back in. Just what I want to do today. There we go. New drain, new vent, ties back in. Now I'm gonna get out of here, just pop the drain out. Done. Alrighty, another day, another 50 cents. Stairs are done. There was plywood stair treads before, because this was carpeted. So we got some red oak from Home Depot and just put a routed edge on it. Then I ripped down some more red oak and made these little strips, kind of tack on there. And then there was already particle board behind here as a riser. So we just wanted to make a clean corner and have something flat to paint. So we just put on this MDF, which should look fine. This will be painted, this will be stained. Put the balusters back in. We just reused the old ones that were here. We just put them right back in. They were all cut perfectly, and yeah. Nice. And we started the flooring. Forgot the GoPro yesterday, unfortunately, but this was kind of the boring part anyway. So it's always getting that first line down that's the biggest pain. Once you get like 3 rows down, it just goes. You know what I mean? You can just shut your mind off and just hammer boards in. But it's the first row that's really important. So we had a little bit of a dilemma here. Is this fireplace wall is not square with like this wall and the rest of the house. So you're trying to get the hardwood floor line, as parallel and square with the entire house as you can. But this fireplace wall is off. So it was either have angled cuts over here around the fireplace or angled cuts over there at the wall. More than likely there'll be furniture against the walls. No one will see that. This fireplace is kind of the focal point of the room. There's never going to be a piece of furniture here. It's always going to be visible. So I figure we start with that. Picture frame the fireplace and have a full board right there. And that's our starting point. We ran a laser and then we ran a string line because I was unsure of oh crap, look at this. Look at this. A whole family of deer. This place is crazy. There's like, look at that. Hey, deers. Yeah, there's like turkeys and all sorts of stuff. Holy crap, there's like 10 of them over there. God. Okay, anyways. Yeah. Back to it. Alrighty, I am back. I had a 2-week COVID vacation. Not really a great vacation. I felt like I was going to die. And I still don't feel right, but I can't afford any more time off. So the guys pretty much finished all the hardwood floors. So I figure there's only a little bit left to do. They got upstairs to do. And the office in the other room, they gotta finish. But they've kind of got a system going, the two of them, so I'm gonna let them continue on the floor. And we're gonna start a built-in for right here. You know, there's gonna be shelves on this side, shelves and poles on this side, and there's gonna be a little makeup desk that we're gonna make right now with a little drawer, and then there'll be a mirror over it, you know, for the Chiquita, do her makeup and such. And then we're gonna do a little built-in in here in the kitchen. We're gonna do a little bench in front of this window right here with like seat cushions, and you can like lift it up and have a little extra storage in here. And then we're gonna do a little leaf system over here with benches, like a breakfast nook, and a couple more cabinets. We actually found the guy who makes these cabinets. He's got a little shed in his backyard or something that he makes these cabinets right here in Massachusetts. So we found him, and he's making some more. But anyways, the plasterers are supposed to come today, so I did not want to be working upstairs because they'll get plaster all over your stuff. So I moved everything down here. I think this is where we're gonna do most of it. I'll have to break the plywood down upstairs because there's no way I'm gonna get the plywood sheets down around this corner, but yeah, we'll figure it out. So I made this little router table yesterday, actually. Forgot the GoPro. Just a piece of 1-inch Baltic birch. I just extended these table saw, you know, the fence guides, I guess you would call them, out. And then this thing kind of just clips right on. Nice and sturdy. Yeah, look at that. Nice and proper. So it was over $1,000 for plywood. That's insane. Absolutely insane. I got two. This isn't even Baltic birch. It's birch. It's not Baltic. RC birch, made in USA. This isn't even made in Russia, so I don't know why. Crazy expensive. I did get 3/4 Baltic, but yeah, we were trying to save a few bucks. Still over $1,000. So I got these sheets kind of broken down, roughly speaking, and now I'm just gonna start assembling and gluing things together while I have this nice flat tabletop. All right, here's the kitchen carcass. I did this. There's gonna be a wall here, so we won't see these end grains. Same on the bottom, no one's ever gonna see that. So I pretty much only had to edge band the top rim, because obviously when this opens, you'll see it. There's one divider to help kind of give it some rigidity. That's a long panel not to have any support. And now I'm gonna go grab a grill to cut in here, and then we're gonna put some rigid foam down in here so that the heat that comes through here won't make this a hot box. And yeah, so I'm gonna go grab some stuff right now. So there's a bunch of plasterers here. They were plastering yesterday, so I got kicked out of this room. Had to go down in the basement. It was quite loud here yesterday, but I got that this bench cabinet in. This is a permanent lid, doesn't move. We're gonna put a little seat cushion there, and then these two lids are gonna open up like this, and there'll be supports to hold the lid open. Obviously I don't have the hinges yet. I couldn't find 1-inch overlay. I tried these 3/4 overlay, don't work. Yeah, and then we're gonna put some soft close devices on there. Get the little vent. Nice, now we're gonna go start the makeup desk. drawer sliders. Those are in. I said like I didn't want to do a full panel. I just did a piece just to give it a shape. And then I just ripped down a bunch of 3/4 plywood, ripped a channel in it to fit the 1/4 inch bottom panel right here. I'll just kind of slot right in there. But I gotta edge band all the tops of these drawer pieces right now, and then we can put the drawer together and slide her in there. Yeah, that should work. We'll just put a drawer face, which will cover this, come across, we got a drawer. So it's been about 1.5 years since I bought this Atlas 46 chest rig, and you know, everyone at work loves this thing. They're like, where did you get that? How much was it? The price is the only thing that kind of deters people, but you know, I have the framing rig as well, and the framing rig was $600. That is really expensive, but and I still prefer this over the framing rig. The framing rig is nice if you need a lot of stuff on you and you're climbing up a ladder or staging. It's great for that. Otherwise, if I'm indoors doing finish or doing plumbing or doing whatever, this thing is nice because it's versatile, you know? You have these pockets in the front where I'll either put fittings or screws. You can have knife, you know, nail pullers. I have this little magnet thing that just kind of velcros on here, so you can keep bits and various screws. Like I have some screws here for the drawer sliders that I'm doing. I attached this little sheath here that you can use for you know, like a cat's paw, or in this case I have a square tape measure clip. I mean, there's loops here. You can put nail punches, or you can put bits in these little pockets. I mean, and you can attach more stuff. You can Velcro things to this. And then I have the hammer. I kind of jerry-rigged the hammer holster on this with my own little piece of Velcro to keep it back. But having the hammer in the back kind of helps counterbalance this thing. And it's just nice. It's comfortable. I can get down to my knees. I can, you know, I can do whatever. Then you can have your phone for your earbuds in the back. It's quite nice. And there we go. Makeup desk with a drawer. Ready to go. I apologize, guys, but I forgot the GoPro again. I have a habit of doing that. I don't know why. But anyways, I forget where I left off, so we're gonna just do a little quick update. So this is the kitchen bench. It's not done yet. I'm waiting on some of these panels to come in from the same guy who made these. And those are gonna get screwed on the front to kind of make it match the kitchen. And then eventually, these cabinets and this are gonna be painted the same color, so it should all blend in. We're gonna either make or get cushions made for the top. We've got 2 lids that open and hold themselves up with this little lid strut, I guess. And they don't slam, they nice soft close. This doesn't open, it's a permanent, but there's actually a shelf down in there for, like, you know, long-term storage in the kitchen. Yeah, I still got a toe kick to put on there. The heat comes through there, and there's gonna be a plug down on the toe cape too for a vacuum or whatever. And yeah, yesterday I started on the master closet. The plasterers are done. So I started on this. That I have to still screw to the wall. It's gonna be like centered on the doorway. Then the guy's side, we're gonna do 2 shelves, 1 up high, 1 down low, and 2 poles. So that'll be for like shirts and whatever. And then over here, this is the girl's side, or maybe she gets the whole closet, I don't know, but we're gonna do a pole right here, and it's nice and long for dresses. There's places for shoes down at the bottom, and then we got a bunch of shelves going up this side. I used 1 inch for the center spline, and did a little dado. I think this is gonna look nice and clean. Problem is, plasterers left a huge hump in the middle of the wall. This is a new piece of drywall. This is old. They did not blend it very well. They didn't check it for flat. So we're touching in the middle, and then we got a gap open up there and there. So instead of trying to spend all the time and scribe plywood into the walls, the boss wants quick. I got some 1/4 inch trim, and we're just gonna put some trim and make it look, you know, a little more fancy. Can't really see the gap from the bottom because of these cleats. I just made sure that the front corners were tight. Yeah, then we'll put some trim. Make it look nice. Alrighty, 1 down, many to go. The master closet with a makeup desk. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. Alrighty, last update for upstairs. I am officially done up here. So I have to try to stay ahead of the other 2 guys that work with us. They're like painters by trade. So, I mean, they'll do the drywall, the insulating, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Then they'll do the sanding, caulking, painting. So I have to try to stay ahead of them as much as I can. So I do a lot of the framing, the plumbing, the finished carpentry, all of that kind of stuff, the built-ins. That's my job. So I got vanities in and covered. Toilets are all in. Obviously the showers, I'm still waiting on the tile guy, no rush. Built-ins in the closet are done. All the baseboards in, all the doors are rehung. That I'm not gonna mess with until we're done making dust. I put in a temporary kitchen sink for these guys to wash their brushes so they don't destroy the new stuff. And yeah, these are the only doors that I changed in the place. 2 bifolds so that you can pass through here and not get trapped. And it's been very difficult for me to record all of these little jobs because, you know, basically I've been like dog shit. I'm like, I'm there, then I'm there, then I'm there, then I'm there. You know, I'm all over the place, so. Yeah, so we're done up here. Yeah, vanity, toilet, nice, nice. Tile guy still finishing again. And, you know, we would have started the basement already. But, you know, because we have to call tile guys back, we got to call, you know, plasterers back. We have 2 more plumbing inspections to come, and it just would have been easier to do it all at once. But, you know, we were waiting on the communist association. I mean, condo association. That's what I meant. Condo association. Basically, they all have to vote on whether their neighbors can put a bathroom and a bedroom in their basement, which a lot of these people have finished basements, as we found out from one of the chiefs, I guess. So now we're coming down here. Pretty much I'll have this to myself for a while. I gotta start by cleaning all of this mess out of here. All right, so we've been doing some digging. We've been looking for where this was going. We thought it went through this wall. We're basically looking for the main that came in through the wall, because, you know, 4-inch. So I came over here thinking it was going out here, and I can see it turn and go that way. So then we came down here, and I did think that possibly this was it, but I took the cap off and gave it the old sniff test. 2 fingers, kind of give it a lick, you know what I mean? Just didn't smell and taste like sewer. But it is! 4 inches there, the 3-inch goes this way. Right under there, boom. So there's our 4-inch. And now we're gonna jackhammer all the way. All right, so we started some framing, as you can see. And this is what we're gonna continue on today. But here's where it gets a little crazy. You might enjoy this. So this is obviously a condo association, condo association. I keep getting it messed up, I don't know why. But there's a bunch of old people that live here. And I completely understand where they're coming from, because I'll probably be the same way when I'm older, you know what I mean? You got nothing to do. They're on the condo board. They feel important, they have a purpose, they have something to do. And all of a sudden contractors come in and they're doing this project within their, you know, their little chunk of the world, and they've got complete control over it. And you know what I mean? It's like something new, something exciting, and they just want to be involved, and they want to make it feel like they're making a difference, right? And I understand that. I do. I truly do. But some of the stuff is just complete nonsense, really. So one of the guys actually comes in, right? He's walking around down here, and he sees these. And he's like, hey! And he picks these up, and he looked like dead serious. He's like, do you realize you need a firearms license to use those? And I'm like, okay. I pulled out my wallet, and I pulled out, and he got like real close. He really wanted to see. He wanted to make sure I wasn't like pulling his leg or anything. He's like, I'm like, here's my Massachusetts license to carry, and here's my Utah concealed carry permit. I was like, I can carry in most of the United States, except for Florida, as of right now. Still fighting with them, and you know, California, New York, Maryland, you know, a couple of Delaware, you know, a couple of the crazy states. But I'm like, yes, I have my firearms license, but you could send a 5-year-old into Home Depot today, and they can go in and buy this stuff. They can buy that nail gun, they can buy the 22 shots, they can buy the nails. They don't ID you, they don't ask for a firearms permit. I know it's a law, but no one's ever going to enforce that. I've never had a boss that had a firearms license, and every single one of them uses that nail gun. Do you think, I mean, and the inspectors are here all the time too, they know. You know, do you ever see the cops called, hey, he doesn't have a license to use the nail gun? Come on. Seriously? But yeah, anyways, you know how there's a perimeter drain pipe that goes around the outside? It's a black perforated pipe. So it has holes in it so that water can get into it and flow down into the pits. So they're afraid that by putting this plate here, if we shoot a nail down into the concrete, that the nail is going to go into the perforated pipe, which already has holes in it, and that the water's going to spray out, and it's going to flood the basement. Now, if you think about like the logic there, it's a perforated pipe. It already has holes in it, so the pipe can't hold pressure if it doesn't have pipes. So the pipe is not under pressure. It's the top of the pipe. Usually the only water in those pipes are just running along the bottom. They never reach the top. And if you reach the top, that means your pumps are bad. And that means the pumps need to be checked, and these pits need to be checked. It has nothing to do with the pipes. The nails that are going in, even if they were to get into the into the pipes, they're galvanized and they're coated. And these are made for concrete and pressure treated lumber. So these are made not to rust. And I know eventually they will. Everything does eventually. But by the time that happens, it's gonna be time to refinish the basement. You know what I mean? But to please them, this is what they wanted. Screw a bracket onto this, and then screw it into the wall. So now we have an anchor point down here at the bottom into the wall, and then our anchor point up there at the top, there's our wall. Yeah, they're really, really making a difference here. I'm glad they're, yeah. Good job, fellas. Keep at it, good sirs. Yeah, and we can get into the hatch thing, but I don't even want to get into it. The hatch was supposed to go there, the escape window, but it's got to go there. We're not even going to go into the reasoning because it's just, it's crazy. So before framing, because there's a window going, or escape window going here, I got to get rid of this pipe. So I'm going to shoot it up, come across, go back out. Then we can frame. Strapping's up, and you know, I'm just moving in here. Boring framing. I just finished this wall. This is going to be like another storage area and mechanical closet, and then we're going to soffit this thing all the way down. So it's going to be, and soffit's going to come straight into this wall. Gotta do some sort of angled bits here because this sticks out, but this soffit's gonna go all the way down. And this height here isn't legal, so this is gonna be finished space, but we can't like advertise it as finished space because there's no egress, and this head height's not, it's not legit. Yeah, look at that. The drywall is just gonna barely float across this. And then we're gonna cut some squares. Maybe one down that end, one down that end. And that will supply some heat for down here. I mean, it stays pretty nice down here anyway. It just needs just a touch. And we're gonna do the same thing in the bathroom, probably right there. Cut an vent right on this trunk here, and then we might cut one over here and cut one down there on this one. You know, we'll just use those the damper kind, so that they can, because obviously there's no thermostat down here. It's kind of hard to like control this as its own zone, so they can kind of tweak with the vents, kind of block them off until you get that even heat throughout the whole house. Heat and air conditioning. So all of the walls we gave like an inch between the concrete and the studs here. and this is all going to be spray foamed. But this is the only spot right here at the bottom of the stairs where we couldn't just frame, because then we didn't have the clearance here. You need like 36 inches or something for a walkway clear. So instead of framing this, we're just going to take some pressure treated 3/4 1x stock, and we're just going to use some composite shims and screw this straight onto the concrete and try to get a nice flat surface going across here that we can put some drywall on. So that's what we're going to do right now. All right, so we finally got approval from the board. We got the permit and we got the inspector to come. It took a little while, but yeah, we got it. So basically I started this a little bit. I forgot the GoPro yesterday again. Yeah, so I'm taking some of this sill plate material that's for like going between the foundation and the sill, or underneath these plates on the floors. It's just to separate wood from concrete. We're gonna wrap it around the pipes to create a buffer area between the concrete and the pipe, and especially around the toilet. You know, it's nice to have a little bit of space so that after you can cut it flush and kind of slide the flange, the hub of the flange down, and not have to jackhammer concrete out. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing right now. Then we can finish framing and then do the rough plumbing. Alright, the cement is, concrete is in. It is very green, but it's dry. Started putting some bottom plates down here, and the boss wanted a temporary slop sink for painters and plasters, so I started on this yesterday when the GoPro died. I got the drain hooked up, and basically we're gonna just kind of, you know, run some PEX down the wall here, and then at the end we'll just cut and cap those. And over here you can see we have these PEX lines. I kind of snaked these through and ran them all the way back over to here. Yeah, you can see the lines there coming across, and I had to tie into a, you know, into 3/4. So we tied into 3/4 here. We have a ball valve for the cold, and then tied into 3/4 here. Got a ball valve, and there's our hot. And these are in, this is gonna be a closet. So these are, well, they'll always be able to come here and just shut that bathroom off over there, which is kind of nice to have. So we're gonna finish that slop sink and then start framing here. So, yeah, don't you love when your boss yells at you for taking too long, or he wants you to move faster, but he's the one that told you to do the stupid shit in the first place? Like, he told, like, I suggested when we got here to strap the ceiling out first and then build the walls. And there's a reason for that, because it makes it a lot easier if you strap out the ceiling first and you're doing a top plate, like for a wall, for instance, like this wall comes up. If there was strapping running here, you could just screw right to the strapping, because all of these walls that we put up down here are not structural. They're not supporting walls. Not a single one. Everything, this whole basement held itself up just fine. It's got lolly columns and beams. So all of these walls are not supporting. They're just holding basically drywall and insulation. That's what their job is. You can see I did it over here to show them an example. You see how the strapping's up first. Strapping up first, and then the wall plate. And you see how the electrician has room to snake his wires now? That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it should have been done. But he kept screaming at me saying, no, no. The inspector won't allow that. And I'm like, yes, he will. Trust me. Trust me, he will. But now we did it his way. We had to put up all the wall plates first. And then the strapping. You see? Now I have to add these little blocks to accept the strapping. You see this? And now we get into the bathroom. Because I'm doing the plumbing here. I gotta run these water pipes over here. And now this blocking's in the way. So I have to rip this blocking out. And I'm not even gonna put the strapping up yet because it's gonna be in my way probably. Yeah. Sometimes I wish he would listen, but he don't like to listen. So it's getting real hectic in here. We have some concrete guys coming to cut this right this second, and it's been crazy. I've had electricians and people on top of me, so yeah, it's getting crazy. It's hard to record, but still kind of going away here at plumbing. I just got to finish the shower valve today. It's like rush to get everything in, inspections and everyone out of here. But we're still going away at it. That's coming. There it goes. The mud is what? Watch out! Oh shit! Bad piss. I'm digging. There's the roots that they didn't want us to hurt.
Looks like they're gonna get hurt.
Well, they want us to dig by hand so we don't hurt the roots. No machines.
See all the water fucking pouring.
Yeah, look at the water.
It's right there.
Oh crap. Yeah. Sweet. Look at this. It's all gone. Man, that was a workout. So here's the finished product. I put in a 5/4 pine sill, glued a couple of boards together, nailed that in. Open this up, you got your little escape. This is like a galvanized metal with a brick painted on it. You got your ladder and a lid that will support 500 pounds. It's anchored to the foundation in case there's a hurricane. It won't fly away. And that stone actually goes down 18 inches, like down to the bottom of the concrete. So if water did get in there, it has a place to go. And the insulators came. Look at this. Closed cell on the foundation walls. Really, really hard stuff. With some Rockwell fire blocking at the top. And then the open cell squishy stuff at the top. Then in the bathroom they have R21 and then R15 everywhere else. This master bedroom is, I mean, this is actually better. I'm saying better than the master. The master's upstairs, but this is a nice bedroom. It's freaking huge. And you got your own private bathroom. And you got a massive closet. Nice big walk-in closet. Look at this. You got place for shelves here. We put shelves over there. Hanging poles. And then we're going to have a little door here. Which we're going to try to make it like as invisible as possible. Maybe put a pole across it so they can hang shirts in front of it. But if you need to, you could take the pole off and get in there. And it's nice and toasty warm down here now, finally. I cut in the vents. Just cut an opening in the existing vents. Right there, right there. Got one in the bathroom. You could see the electrician. He goes and he puts in this bathroom vent. He sees the outlet is facing that way, and he sticks this giant canister in the way. So I had to rip it out. And you'll notice everywhere else, he used LEDs. So the LEDs are nice because they don't take up room. They don't, produce a lot of heat. Low power consumption, a lot better. In my opinion, I don't know why he didn't put it in the bathroom, but. And then over here, they had some extra insulation, so they just stuck it right there. Check this out. In the soffit, the inspector made us put Rockwell up on edge like this. And then 10 feet down, another one. I guess that's for, so if fire got in here, it wouldn't spread. Pretty interesting. Couple more vents. One right there, one down there. Yeah, it's actually starting to look like a basement. Alright guys, sorry I have not been able to record. It has been complete chaos. It's the tail end of the job. The boss wants to get out of here. He can smell the money. He's been throwing around the bonus word. The big B word. I'll give you a bonus when I sell the place. Just get it done. Okay. But I had two guys kind of waiting on me. I have a bunch of guys waiting on me. But they were upstairs finishing touch-ups. Upstairs is 100% done now. They're actually moving furniture in and staging the place. So while they were up there doing touch-ups, I finished the flooring, got it all covered, slung up the doors, slapped in the baseboards, and now they have this whole room to do their magic. So that should buy me a little bit of time at least. And here's the current war zone. And not only do I have them behind me, pushing me, but I have the tile guy, which I'm a one-man team here, a one-man army. I had to jump back and forth between plumbing and finished carpentry so I could slap in the vanity so we can do the backsplash. And every single door in this place, every single door besides the bifolds, have had to been cut down in one fashion or another. So there's no pre-hung doors here. All of these door casings have, I had to do the mortises by hand, tack in the doorstop. Here's a door, cut off. You can see the insides are hollow. It's actually cardboard in there. So I've been ripping this core out, reinserting it with glue, and then tacking it in with nails. Some of these doors are reused from upstairs. Some of them are new. And I'm basically just wrapping up this closet and that bathroom right now. I gotta hang the doors, do the trim, slap in the baseboard, and then start hanging all of the closet poles and shelves. Yeah, and then, registers, drop in the toilet, slap on the shower trim, turn on the water heater, set the temperatures, call for inspection. Yeah, and then potentially I'll be helping the guys at the very, very end with the caulking and painting, but The boss usually cringes when he hears that I'm caulking or painting. He's like, no, no. Stick with the skilled labor stuff. Like, it's all done. Okay. Well then, do the caulking. That's what I'm doing. All right, we're officially done. Today is going to be my last day here. So it's not quite done. This electrician still needs to come back, but yeah, today is my last day here. Nice day out too. They got some little fountains there. This is the outside. Here's the escape hatch that we put in. This is in Lexington, Massachusetts. This is 31 Potter Pond. 31 Potter Pond Road. This place will be on the market within a few days. Let's go inside, check it out. So I apologize, you're not going to see these stairs complete because we're literally doing those steps on our way out the door. We won't be able to walk on them, but essentially they're going to look like that. Same thing, just going down into the basement. So before we go, I want to talk about this flooring right here. This stuff kind of impressed me. So, I mean, if you have the money, I would say hardwood floors. If you're going to go for a wood-like floor, go with hardwood floors, because you could resand them several times within their lifespan and refinish them, and it will look like a brand new floor. But I see a lot of people using laminate flooring now, and that stuff is cardboard. It is trash. It is cardboard. It's medium density fiberboard. It's cardboard mixed with glue, slapped together, and they print some sort of wood thing on the top. And I have a buddy that had a laminate hardwood floor in his kitchen. He ended up mopping the floor one day, and the mop was too wet, and the whole floor swelled, like, and destroyed his floor. It's garbage. But this stuff, let me tell you, this, if you have a rental property or something, and you're trying to do it on the cheap but make it look nice, I would spend a little bit extra money and get this stuff. It has a cement core. It's like the same thing as the Hardy board, the Hardy backer board. They make siding shingles out of it now, and this is like probably a little bit different formula or whatever, but it is a cement fiber product. It looks like wood. It has a cork bottom, so it will not absorb moisture. It helps soften and make it quiet, and it's heavy. It's not like laminate where it's like springy. You know, if your subfloor is a little bit uneven, it's springy. It's like you're jumping on a trampoline, but not with this stuff. This stuff is a lot better. And you can spill, this basement could flood, and this floor would be absolutely fine. You can drop a hammer on it. You can have dogs with claws on it. You can have high heels on if you're into that kind of thing. It will not touch this floor. It is bulletproof, and it has a 20-year warranty. 20-year warranty. Now that's saying something. So if you're looking for a nice condo in Massachusetts, I would go and look up 31 Potter Pond Road in Lexington, Massachusetts. But it's not going to be cheap, I tell you that. I see on Zillow that my boss paid $661,000 for the property. I'm guesstimating we put $150,000 to $200,000, but I could be way off or spot on. I don't know. But I see other similar properties in that complex selling for $1.2, $1,900,000. So I guess it all depends. I wasn't able to actually go in and look at those properties, but I would imagine that this place is going to sell from somewhere between $900,000 and $1.2. And just be warned, there's a $1,000 a month HOA fee on top of that. But they take care of everything. I'm talking about everything. Your roof, your siding, the paint on your house, your walkways, snow removal, trash removal. They mow your lawn. They take care of the plants. They plant new flowers in the springtime. If you need packages brought in from your doorstep and thrown in your garage when you're not home, Hitler will take... yeah, that's his name. No, it's not his name, but that's what we called him. We called him Hitler because we always saw him just kind of marching around the place. There he is! There's Hitler! Just busting our balls all the time. There's enough rules and regulations as it is without him breathing down our necks. But, you know, he is a nice guy. Once you get to know him, you know, he bought this plot of land. He slapped up these condos. He was a contractor. He started selling these condos, and this is his little retirement gig. It's a great idea. This house should hit the market, I would say, a few days after this video post. So if you're looking for a house or a condo, go check it out. But anyways, these house flip videos are an incredible amount of work. As you can tell, I forgot my camera a lot, and it took me 2 days. 2 days to go through the footage that I did actually have and didn't lose. Because I did lose some footage. You can tell from a few times where it kind of just skips forward. Because you know, I don't know. Yeah, 2 days. 2 days to go through all of the footage that I did have and string it together in a way that made sense. And yeah, Bob's your auntie. Here it is. Hope you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. We got better stuff coming. Like I said, we stepped it up from Stoughton, Averagetown, Lexington. Oh, we got some money there. We're going one up that. next. We're going to an even wealthier town, and we're not just doing the inside. We're going to do the outside, and we're doing an addition. Perfect time of the year, the summer. Hell yeah, let's do an addition. I'm ready. But make sure you subscribed, give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. See you in the next one.